Hello. Welcome to the podcast once again. Episode number 14 for April 25th, 2026. Thank you for joining us once again. Beautiful weather outside. Just recording that for posterity. Because, especially if you're in the Midwest, very good chance it is 32 degrees right now. But the trivia is going to be hot. Just like these teams from last week. They were the number one for each respective night out of all the venues that we held trivia at. Sunday, we had Team Festivus at Boone's in Springfield. Monday, a spirited bunch playing at Westside Blono here in Bloomington were our number one team for Monday. Tuesday, it's not herpes, it's just Hogwarts. They played with me at Little Beaver here in Bloomington. Wednesday, just the Tips. They played at the Nomad in Austin, Texas, which we've had featured here before. Congratulations to them. Thursday, we are Smarticus. We're our number one team at DR McKay's here in Bloomington. Now, if you're in Bloomington or in the surrounding area and you find yourself at DR McKay's, make sure you get the peanut butter bacon wings. Comes with the jalapeno strawberry dipping sauce. It is out of this world. That's all I'll say about that. Friday, we took the night off. Saturday, the Lords of Longford were our number one team for the night at Casper in Bloomington once again. Congratulations to those teams. Thank you for playing with us. A lot of regulars. Always good to see. My favorite team names from last week, of course, our top three in third place, Archibald Butt Memorial Trivia Team. Salute in remembrance of Archibald Butt. Second place, favorite team, That's So Ravenclaw. In our number one team name from last week, the Bicurious of Hormuz. Obviously, the situation there is developing. You know, pretty soon we'll have the pansexual of Hormuz. But that is going to do it. The stuff that we cover at the top of the show, I like to get right to the action, so I'm trying to shrink whatever we include prior to the questions. We can save the other non-pressing stuff for the end of the podcast. So with that, let's go ahead and throw it over to Rulebot for the rules.
Twin City Trivia, the podcast puts players through 5 category rounds of 5 questions each, before ending on a final round consisting of one more harder question from each previous round. After 3 rounds, players will face a halftime challenge, brought to you each episode by a special guest. Scoring is optional. The fun, however, is mandatory.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for that rule check. Let's go ahead and get into it with round number 1. Round number 1 is called On This Day. If it happened today in history, I just might ask you about it during this round. Let's kick it off. Question number 1. Named for a turn-of-the-century American astronomer, today in 1990, what optical observatory was sent into orbit on the Space Shuttle Discovery? Number 2, in 2021, Chloe Zhao was the first person of color to win the Academy Award for Best Director for what film, which also earned the award for Best Picture that same year? Number 3, unveiled on this day in Paris in 1792 and in use until 1981, the French erected what device, famously put to use for the likes of King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette? Number 4, English actor Jared Harris won a BAFTA playing Valery Legasov in what HBO miniseries based on a catastrophic event occurring on this day in 1986? Finally, number 5. Today in 1954, the world of cinema changed forever when what Japanese director released 7 Samurai, inspiring modern directors like Lucas and Tarantino? right, answers for round number 1. Starting back at number 1, named for a turn-of-the-century American astronomer today in 1990, what optical observatory was sent into orbit on the Space Shuttle Discovery That was the Hubble Space Telescope. Number 2, in 2021, Chloe Zhao was the first person of color to win the Academy Award for Best Director for what film, which also earned the award for Best Picture that same year? That would be Nomadland. If I had $1 for every time a film that nobody talks about, even a year later, and it won Best Picture, there would be a lot of dollars. Number 3, unveiled on this day in Paris in 1792 and in use until 1981, the French erected what device famously put to use for the likes of King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette? That would be the guillotine. Number 4, English actor Jared Harris won a BAFTA playing Valery Legasov in what HBO miniseries based on a catastrophic event occurring on this day in 1986? That was Chernobyl. And finally, number 5, today in 1954, the world of cinema changed forever when what Japanese director released 7 Samurai, inspiring modern directors like Lucas and Tarantino? That would be Kurosawa Akira. You've probably seen it anglicized as Akira Kurosawa. Either one is correct, but one is more correct. That is going to do it for round number 1. Let's make our way into round number 2. Round number 2 is called Chicagoland. It's time for a Chicago-based round. Let's find out what that has in store for us, starting with number 1. The lake effect isn't to blame for what nickname which Chicago earned due to big politicians making empty promises? Number 2, for tourists, it's where GPS signals go to die. What Chicago street was portrayed in The Dark Knight during a close quarters armored car chase scene? Number 3, named for the Great Lake it previously bordered, Michigan Avenue earned what nickname for its run of luxury shops and historically significant architecture? Number 4, real events inspired the 1926 play Chicago, the basis for our 1975 musical and 2002 Best Picture winner, which earned what actress the Best Supporting Oscar for playing Velma Kelly? Finally, number 5, Chicago's River North neighborhood is home to Mr. Beef, the inspiration behind what culinary television series? All right, back up to the top. Answers, round 2. Question number 1. The lake effect is not to blame for what nickname which Chicago earned due to big politicians making empty promises? That would be the Windy City. Number 2, for tourists, it's where GPS signals go to die. What Chicago street was portrayed in The Dark Knight during a close quarters armored car chase scene? In the film, they called it Lower Fifth. In reality, it is Lower Wacker.
I barely know her.
What is that supposed to mean?
Number 3, named for the Great Lake it previously bordered, Michigan Avenue earned what nickname for its run of luxury shops and historically significant architecture? That would be the Magnificent Mile. Very nice looking place, I will admit. Very touristy though. So, hang on to your bags. Number 4, real events inspired the 1926 play Chicago, the basis for a 1975 musical and 2002 Best Picture winner, earning what actress the Best Supporting Oscar for playing Velma Kelly? That would be Catherine Zeta-Jones. Finally, number 5, Chicago's River North neighborhood is home to Mr. Beef, the inspiration behind what culinary television series set also in Chicago? That was The Bear. All right. Good job on that round. No matter how you did, I'm proud of you. As a reward, here's round number 3. Round number 3 is called Henry Jones Jr. You might know that man better as Indiana Jones. This round is inspired by his adventures. I was watching all of the Indiana Jones movies recently, and they're all very good, even the new ones. If you disagree, shut up. But this round is inspired by the adventures of Dr. Indiana Jones. Let's have an adventure of our own, starting off with number 1. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indy sets out on a hunt for the Ark of the Covenant, which which in the movie contains sand, but is rumored to have contained what religious artifact? Number 2, Indy's second outing in Temple of Doom finds the adventurer stranded in India, searching for the Sankara stones, fictional artifacts associated with Shiva from what real-world religion? Number 3, in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Indy searches for the Holy Grail, which legend says was taken to Britain by what man who provided the tomb for Jesus? Number 4, in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Jones investigates what Peruvian landmark meant to be viewed from above and which popped up over the course of 1,000 years, beginning in 500 BC. And number 5, finally, in Dial of Destiny, an aging Jones sets out to find the Dial of Archimedes, which in real life was an ancient computer discovered on which Greek island? Alright, back to the top for the answers. Number 1, in Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indy sets out on a hunt for the Ark of the Covenant, which in the movie contains sand but was rumored to have contained what religious artifact? That was the 10 Commandments. Imagine how embarrassed the Nazis would have been if they opened up the Ark of the Covenant, found the 10 Commandments, and it says right there, "Thou shalt not steal." They would have been like, "Oh no, we broke one of the big rules." Yeah, that would have been their biggest issue. Number 2, Indy's second outing in the Temple of Doom finds the adventurer stranded in India, searching for the Sankara stones, fictional artifacts associated with Shiva from what real-world religion? That was Hinduism. Number 3, in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Indy searches for the Holy Grail, which legend says was taken to Britain by which man who provided the tomb for Jesus? That was Joseph of Arimathea. A lot of Josephs surrounding this guy. Number 4, in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Jones investigates what Peruvian landmark meant to be viewed from above, which popped up over the course of 1,000 years, beginning in 500 BC. That would be the Nazca Lines. Finally, number 5. Finally, in Dial of Destiny, an aging Jones sets out to find the Dial of Archimedes, which in real life was an ancient computer discovered on what Greek island? That was the island of Antikythera. A little bit tougher of a round, I feel like, than normal. But don't worry, it doesn't get any easier because here's your halftime challenge. Take it away, Miss Rule Betty. Now, Rulebot, don't get jealous, okay?
Smoldering Hollywood hunk Harrison Ford is best known for playing the rugged bounty hunter Han Solo and the highly capable professor of archaeology Indiana Jones. However, let's focus on his carpenter's physique and symmetrical bone structure. That's good stuff. Task complete. Now let's focus on his standalone filmography. For your halftime challenge, you will have 30 seconds to guess Harrison Ford's 7 top grossing films, excluding Star Wars and Indiana Jones. Your time starts now.
You know, it occurred to me that maybe I should just go ahead and deactivate Mr. Rulebot for that one because I had a feeling she might say some stuff like that. But time is up. Let's go ahead and find out what those top 7 grossing films by Harrison Ford were. 7th place was the movie Witness. 6th place, Blade Runner 2049. In 5th place, we have Patriot Games, which he starred in alongside James Earl Jones. 4th place, Clear and Present Danger, also starring alongside James Earl Jones. And you might say, oh, just like Star Wars. Not just like Star Wars. Han Solo and Darth Vader never speak to each other in any of those movies. Number 3, of course, Get Off My Plane, Air Force One. Second place, the film What Lies Beneath. And in first place, of course, we have The Fugitive. All very good movies. I would say that Harrison Ford, probably my favorite actor. But with that, let's go ahead and get into round number 4. Round number 4 is called Music Industry Connections. Now, this is a connection style round. I'm going to name 3 songs, and you'll name the artist. But for added satisfaction, I'm going to give you the opportunity to guess based on a relatively obscure song, then a medium hit, before giving it away with the one that everybody knows. Okay, so I'm going to pause in between each just to see if you can get it. Then for question 4 in the final round, that's when you're going to guess why we picked all those artists. Okay, so for now, it's just going to hang over your head. But let's go ahead and give it a try. For number 1, your first song is Free Will. Your second song, Closer to the Heart. Your third song, Tom Sawyer. So you have Free Will, Closer to the Heart, and Tom Sawyer. Number 2, you have the song Lick It Up. For your second song, Shout It Out Loud. If you haven't guessed it by now, your last song, I Wanna Rock and Roll All Night. So we have Lick It Up, Shout It Out Loud, I Wanna Rock and Roll All Night. Number 3, Meet Virginia. Okay, your next song is Drive By. And if you haven't gotten it by now, your third song, Hey Soul Sister. So that's Meet Virginia, Drive By, and Hey Soul Sister. Number 4, the tough one, Ask the Lonely. For your second song, we have Lights. And finally, I might as well just tell you the answer. We have the song Don't Stop Believin'. Ask the Lonely, Lights, Don't Stop Believin'. Finally, number 5, we have the song Stand By Me. Probably just said the wrong name, or you're still waiting to hear. Your second song, Fly Like an Eagle. Finally, the song that everybody knows. If you haven't guessed it by now, you'll probably guess it from Kiss from a Rose. You have Stand By Me, Fly Like an Eagle, and Kiss from a Rose. All right, answers. Now, that one was designed for you to get all of those, so hopefully you did that. The hard part's going to be answering number 4 in the final round, but your songs for number 1 were Free Will, Closer to the Heart, and Tom Sawyer. Those are all songs by Rush. Number 2, we gave you the songs Lick It Up, Shout It Out Loud, and I Wanna Rock and Roll All Night. Those were, of course, by the band Kiss. Number 3, our songs were Meet Virginia, Drive By, and Hey Soul Sister. That was Train. Number 4, Ask the Lonely, Lights, Don't Stop Believin'. That, of course, was Journey. Finally, number 5, your songs were Stand By Me, Fly Like an Eagle, and Kiss from a Rose. Those were all by Seal. 2 of those for movies. If you recall, he did Fly Like an Eagle for Space Jam. Kiss from a Rose, he did for Batman. Keep those in mind, write them down if you have to. I'll remind you before we ask the question in the final round, but let's go ahead and get into round number 5. Hello? Round number 5 is called Syllable Ladder. Your answers will increase in syllable count with each question. So answer number 1 will be 1 syllable. Answer number 2 will be 2 syllables. Answer number 3 will be 5 syllables. Answer number 4 will be back to 4. I'm just kidding. If you are having trouble keeping track of how many syllables you're supposed to be guessing, it's just going to be whatever number the question is, that's how many syllables are in it. Okay? Final round, we'll do 6 syllables. I'll remind you of that, though. Here's question number 1. Your answer should be 1 syllable. A brutal chimpanzee attack on the set of a television show appears in flashbacks in what 2022 sci-fi horror film starring Steven Yeun and Keke Palmer? Number 2, historians and engineers still don't really know how early humans moved some of the massive pillars of what English landmark more than 140 miles to Salisbury Plain? Number 3, we're at 3 syllables now. Because Earth's surface is controlled by deadly robots, the subterranean enclave of Speranza is home to humans in what video game released last year by Embark Studios? Number 4, in the 2003 National League Championship Series, what rules violation was blamed when Cubs fan Steve Bartman thwarted a catch by reaching for a foul ball near the left field wall at Wrigley Field? Finally, number 5. Maurice Sendak designed window displays at New York City's FAO Schwartz before finding success in 1963 with what children's book about a boy named Max? All right, let's find out those answers. Round number 5. Starting with number 1, a brutal chimpanzee attack on the set of a television show appears in flashbacks in what 2022 sci-fi horror film starring Steven Yeun and Keke Palmer? That was Nope. Daniel Kaluuya in the lead role, of course, there. Number 2, historians and engineers still don't know how early humans moved some of the massive pillars of what English landmark more than 140 miles to Salisbury Plain? That was Stonehenge. There were other types of rock there that didn't come from 140 miles away, but they did come from like 15 to 20 miles away. So still a great distance. It was aliens, though, obviously. Number 3, because Earth's surface is controlled by deadly robots, the subterranean enclave of Speranza is home to humans in what video game released last year by Embark Studios? That would be Ark Raiders. Very fun game. Put a lot of time into that one personally. Number 4, in the 2003 National League Championship Series, what rules violation was blamed when Cubs fan Steve Bartman thwarted a catch by reaching for a foul ball near the left field wall at Wrigley Field? That was interference. Number 5, Maurice Sendak designed window displays in New York City's FAO Schwartz before finding success in 1963 with what children's book about a boy named Max? Also made into a movie by Spike Jonze, that was Where the Wild Things Are. And yes, wild is 1 syllable. All right, round number 5, over with. All that's left is the final round. As promised, the final round. We're going to hear one final question from each previous category. And if we have any rules to go over, I'll remind you, of course. Starting with number 1. Round number 1's On This Day. On this day in 1937, during the Spanish Civil War, the German Condor Legion bombed what Basque town, later immortalized in a painting by Pablo Picasso? Number 2 from round 2's Chicagoland, named for a former Cook County Board president, what local express lane system carries Interstate 90 and 94 traffic south from the Loop? Number 3 from round 3's Henry Jones Jr. In the 2024 video game Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Indy faces Italian fascist forces in the Vatican, modeled after what paramilitary group loyal to Benito Mussolini? Number 4 from round 4's Music Industry Connections. Your artists were Rush, Kiss, Train, Journey, and Seal. You're naming the connection between those 5 artists. And finally, round number 5's syllable ladder. Remember, we are up to 6 syllables that should be included in your answer. From Hamlet, one of Shakespeare's most famous soliloquies begins with what question? All right, back to the top. Round number 1, question number 1. On this day in 1937, during the Spanish Civil War, the German Condor Legion bombed what Basque town, later immortalized in a painting by Pablo Picasso? That was Guernica. Number 2 from round 2's Chicagoland. Named for a former Cook County Board president, what local express lane system carries Interstate 90 and 94 traffic south from the Loop? That would be the Dan Ryan Expressway, or if you're from Chicago, the Dan Ryan. Number 3, in the 2024 video game Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Indy faces Italian fascist forces in the Vatican modeled after what paramilitary group loyal to Benito Mussolini? Those were the Black Shirts. And number 4, Rush, Kiss, Train, Journey, and Seal. Those are all names that are also verbs. You can rush, you can kiss, you can train, you can journey, and you can seal. But there you have it. Number 5 from round 5's syllable ladder. From Hamlet, one of Shakespeare's most famous soliloquies begins with what question? That would be to be or not to be. That is the answer. All right. We are done with another fantastic episode of Twin City Trivia, the podcast. Thank you, as always, for joining. We'll be back next week, I believe, with a live round. Had some developments over at Little Beaver, namely that we're doing trivia now inside and on their patio. So I have a lot going on with that. And as this is a one-man show, literally from start to finish, we'll just see if it's feasible to do. That's a lot of signal that gets passed around, and, well, you don't care. We may be back next week live from Little Beaver or from my little old studio here in Bloomington, Normal, Illinois. But either way, I will see you next week. That you can count on. So on behalf of myself, the robots, I love you. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Twin City Trivia, the podcast is produced by Middle Tropic Media. All questions contained in this production are the sole property of Twin City Trivia. Similarly, all music contained in this production is the sole property of Middle Tropic Media. Any unauthorized use will result in a flurry of highly advanced tactical drones carrying volatile kinetic packages. The law can have whatever's left. Remember, your friends rule bot, and rule Betty say, always follow the rules.